difference arts. Hii ilianza lini?
Difference arts nimefanya for a very long time. It's been almost 4-5 years.
5 years.
Nimefanya arts sasa.
Na umeenda. No wonder tuko na vitu zingine fiti sana.
Nakuja na experience pia.
Experience pia ni mzuri.
Bila experience huwezi kufanya practice, a lot of practice.
Kuchora ni kuchora, hata kama si kuchora tu unaenda.
At least kuna kitu moja mbili, hata kama uchori unafanya research.
So can you tell me about your background as an artist? What type of paints, what type of art do you specialize in?
Most of the paintings I do are abstract paintings, whereby I use figures. It's a figurative representation. Yeah.
And do you have themes that you specialize in or subjects that you enjoy painting?
Yes, I do. Of course, every artist has. Most paintings that I do are nature paintings. I really enjoy nature because this is something that God has given us. We live day to day with them. Yeah, I enjoy painting animals. Nature is general, wildlife.
Nature is the cure to everything.
Yeah.
We often find many artists having different styles because you can find someone having a particular style that is recognizable, and then there's you. So what style defines your work?
Style, I'll still go back to abstract. Abstract paintings. Yeah, which abstract paintings, they have a lot of creativity in them. It's wild, it's wide. So they give you a bigger space of creativity to apply your creativeness. Yeah.
And apart from abstract, have you ever tried experimenting in different forms of art?
Yes, I've tried realistic paintings. Yeah, realistic paintings, but
how did you find it?
Yeah, it's interesting. But it has so many details in them. You need to be like direct, like it's more of pure photography.
It's pure photography.
Yeah, it's more similar to a photograph, like.
So you need to have key attention. Like
yeah, key attention. Yeah.
The details inside them.
Yeah, they don't have to have error. For the abstract, error is what brings out the beauty in them.
Oh wow! Abstract are those paintings that don't have a specific form, but then again, it's art on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay, and I'm seeing that you're having different brushes around here.
Yes, I have the chisel brushes. I have the round brushes. These ones mostly I use them for detailing.
Yeah. So they're great at that.
Yeah, and also I use the fan brushes, which are a bit wide. They're more similar to chisel, but they're widespread. Yeah.
We understand that there's some moments when artists have a ritual that they follow. Someone who likes to draw, they kind of say, you know what, when I'm drawing, I need to have my headset on, I need to have this brush on, or this type of brush with me, I need to have this type of paint. Are there any rituals that you observe when starting a new painting?
Yes, I do. For me, what I normally do is make sure that I won't get any interruption in the middle of my paintings, for me to fully focus and pay key attention to details. Yeah, and I make sure that I'm 100% sober. I slept well the previous night.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I can be fully focused on what I'm doing.
So you just switch all the notifications off on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Just decide it's you and your painting?
Yes, I do.
I had someone saying that it's a must that they should have something, something to cheer them up, a motivation, an energy.
For me, probably I listen to soft music while painting.
Soft music.
Very soft music. Yeah.
It's nice. Have you ever been criticized?
Of course. Not everybody will be positive with what we're doing. Criticism, that is what builds us up. Yeah.
You love criticism.
Yes, I love criticism. That is what builds us. If you don't like criticism, then you're doing the. If you find nobody is criticizing you,
Huh?
you need to think twice. You might have been. You're doing something wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
That old saying that says if everyone around you keeps on applauding your work that you do, there's a problem.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that applies firsthand.
Yeah.
When was the first time you were criticized? Do you remember?
Yes, of course. As a beginner, not only as a beginner, but from day-to-day activities, you find a lot of people criticizing you. Like you can do a painting, but somebody comes and looks at the paints the kind of paints you've used, and is like, this one is so low, it's poor quality painting. Yeah.
There are such clients around here.
Very many. Very many.
Wow. The world is never short of surprises.
Yeah, that's true.
If we go on to the next part,
okay.
Do you love collaborating with people? Do you collaborate with other artists? Do you collaborate with people who love the same thing as you?
Yes, I do. Mostly collaboration comes in when you're sharing ideas. Yeah, say like you want to do a certain painting. Somebody can have a different opinion of the same painting, and it can help you come up with a good painting, a good result.
So you actively participate with other artists?
Yes, I do. And mostly maybe when you're going to exhibit our products, yeah, we do that.
Do you have any exhibition that's coming soon where you collaborate with people?
Yes, we do. But the exhibitions that I do mostly are for training people to paint.
Training people to paint?
Yeah.
And where do you do this?
In Eldoret, we do it at Kikao 64.
Kikao 64?
Yeah.
The building right after, in the banking section?
Yeah, exactly. Kenyatta Street.
Yeah, it's Kenyatta Street.
So that is where we hold it, and we do it for the kids when they're on break. And for the adults, we have it every first weekend of every month. Yeah.
It's nice. How do you manage to stay up to date with the current trends?
Most of the things, the world times have evolved. So most of I do a lot of research on trending arts. Yeah.
So you do it on the social media apps?
Social media. I don't want to mention the apps I'll be advertising, but I'll just say social media.
You use social media?
Yeah.
And is there any specific trend or movement that you've seen recently or that you know? Because you've told us that you had earlier developed interest in realistic painting. So is there something else that you have started to develop interest for?
Yes. There's a way you can combine the abstract and the realistic paintings in one painting, in one art.
So it can match?
Yeah. Very well.
That's nice. I think I'd love to see an art or something that shows the match between abstract and realistic painting. Because I've seen something else that people have this kind of art where if you look it from one side, it sounds or it looks different, and then you go to another position, it looks different. I'm always surprised by how someone can draw something like that.
Because you can paint a person on one end. He's a young. It's the younger version of him or her. But on the other, when you go to another angle, another side, it's the older version. Yeah.
Wow. You artists need things we can only imagine. Anyway,
it's a lot of creativity.
It's a lot of creativity. Yeah. So I want to ask you something about your customers and the clients that you have.
Okay.
How do you handle the idea of customer satisfaction?
I work step by step with my clients. Like every step that I do, I make sure they're involved. I work with them.
So it's a side by side, hand in hand.
Yeah. For us to come up with exactly or something better than the client wants. Yeah.
That's nice.
challenges that I face mostly come from customer side. Like you get a client, he or she wants a painting, neka order, but hataki kuachia deposit. Unaona? Anataka umalize kazi ndio akulipe. Alafu unapata umemaliza kazi yake according to specifications, but hataki tena hiyo painting. Amekuja amebadilisha mind yake. So inabidi mnakosana hapo kidogo, achukui painting anaiacha. Na unapata hiyo painting, maybe hiyo order it's of a specific design yenye pekee ndiye alikuwa anaifurahia. So inabidi unaenda hasara. For me the way I overcome such a challenge, inabidi na kwa creative sasa. That is where creativeness comes in. I modify the painting, turn it into something more beautiful or another piece, and I sell it to another client. So as an artist, from my side, there are some challenges I do face. Napata one morning you wake up and you don't feel like going to work, which is normal. I think it's a normal feeling on everybody's side. But for me to overcome such challenges, art on itself is a medication for so many things. The moment you start painting, it takes you to a very different world. So unajipata tu psyche imekuja tu, and things come back normal.
Just find yourself having the energy to do more.
Yeah, you get the energy along the way and keeps you going. So kuna day client fulani alikam, sikuwa namuelewa. Alikuwa anataka, kuna historia ya Bible ya Cornerstone. Sijui the Cornerstone. Kuna quote fulani ya the stones thrown at me, sijui I shall use them, sijui to build nini. So alikuwa ananipigia hiyo story na anataka niweke kwa painting. Iko hiyo story yani iko kwa painting. So sikuwa naelewa bana. But tukasikizana, alikuwa mse complicated. So ikabidi nichore, but iliingiana tu. So unapata client anakam, ani idea zako nazo ni akili yake pekee ndiye anaona. So inabidi before I start the painting, I make sure nimejua theme yake ni gani, labda ya nyumba, so that nikiunda painting ningia na fiti like. My slogan is giving your walls a heavenly view. So lazima tu ni yani nifikishe target yangu ya my slogan. Lazima itokee vile inafaa. So client nita like for this one here, these are kid, my neighbor alikuwa anataka hii painting. So her favorite cartoon is Cinderella. This is what I've been working on today. Ndio imetokea the end product. Client tunasikizana, I do the sketches. Hivyo kazi inaendelea.
Sasa kuna na hizi stories zingine tumesikia hapa katikati, that art is an expression. Art is a way which an artist uses to express their feelings, to express their emotions. Now, what we don't understand, is it porojo, ama is it something true? Do you do that when you are drawing something, not for a client but yourself? Do you tap into a force, into a memory, ama how does it all come about?
When you look at an artist's work, there's a way you know it, the expressions, like the feelings and the moods alikuwa nazo. Yeah, some arts ukiangalia you'll see some sadness in them, some you'll see some confusing, like mtu hajielewi, like you're confused. It will show you a world in somebody's mind.
How do you price your work? Someone like me, I might say I've loved that art behind there. I've loved how the afro is very well neatly drawn. How do you approach pricing for your artwork?
Pricing, I majorly based on the interest of the clients. I look at pocket friendly. So I listen to a client, how much he or she has. If it's very low, I guide.
You tell them why you are pricing at whatever price you're telling them.
And also based on the amount of work that I put on this. Say like the details, majorly also the size of the painting.
That's nice. And now I'm interested. Now I want to have something on my walls. I want to have a heavenly view on my walls. How can potential clients reach you? What are the ways? Do you have a page? Do you have a number? How can we get to?
Yes, physically,
Mm-hmm.
at the moment I'm only based in Eldoret. Just ask for Kapsoya Primary School.
Kapsoya Primary.
It's just behind the corner of Ruper's Mall.
Or Ruper's Mall.
Yeah, it's just behind the road, the Moigals High School road.
That's nice.
So just at Kapsoya Primary School, you get me there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're far away, you'd like I can share my phone number.
Okay.
0710 738
Okay.
284.
Wow.
Just give me a call or text me.
And on social media?
Social media across all platforms, just look for difference underscore us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. I hope people see this. I hope people get interested because I think I'm going to get art from this place right now.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Anyway, that was nice and thank you.